Survivors ready? Go!
There are natural consequences to this kind of behavior. Ah! I didn't want to be in that position.
Whatever. Fun.
This is utter chaos. I don't even know half these people's names.
What the fuck is up, YouTube? Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. It's Joff.
I was a little upset. I have to go talk to them. I didn't expect them to turn on me, but I think I played the game hard and made it a little too hard, and unfortunately, it came back to bite me in the butt.
I think I could swing one of them. I think I can get Owen. I'm telling you, I think I could sway Owen because me and Owen have some candid convos. I'm telling you, Owen's my boy.
Do you think there's cracks between him and the other two?
I think there's gonna be cracks.
I don't like the odds of us losing, but I like the odds of us winning.
Me too.
Has there been any idol searching amongst this group?
No.
I thought we searched a little, but I guess not. The general sentiment amongst everyone who's still in play as well is that we felt that someone who was on the jury had found it.
Alright, challenge 10.
Challenge 10 will involve 6 survivors, each at their own stations with individual ciphers. In this challenge, survivors will run from tables with individual ciphers out to a group of various stacked objects. They will count as many of these objects as they can before running back and trying to plug those numbers into the cipher. They will continue to run back and forth counting the objects until they are able to get the right numbers into the cipher. Once survivors plug in a number into the cipher, they cannot change that number until they run back out and recount. Here is what the survivors will be counting. The first number represents cones, the second colored tiles, the third shells, the fourth bags, the fifth blocks, and the sixth numbered tiles. The first survivor to open their cipher will win immunity and cannot be voted out at tonight's tribal council.
This is what the ciphers look like. The numbers need to be lined up with this black area right here. You're gonna pull, and if it doesn't open, you got it wrong. And then you can come back and change it.
Gizmo. So
how is it?
Alright, let's head downstairs. Are you guys ready to go?
Like kind of.
Alright. Survivors ready? Go! And they're off! And Austin's coming back right away after counting one thing, it looks like. He wants to plug that in early. Austin plugs it in, doesn't even try pulling, and it's back out.
Oh shit, that's a good idea.
Alright, Jackson again did not try pulling, he just wanted to plug in a number. Austin, this one's
I think we can do this one. Fun.
Again, no one is pulling, they just want to plug in their starting numbers. Austin's back, gotta go to the right cipher this time. Sean's coming back, Owen's coming back. Immediately! He's opened it, he got it right. The challenge is over.
Highway to the
Dang!
Wow.
It's over. It's
Wow.
over.
Am I tripping? You mess with that?
Yeah.
I did. Oh man. I had 31. You know, I know.
Did it go all the way out?
No, he opened it like halfway.
What's up?
I need to think.
Think about what?
I think you did it wrong.
Really?
Check and your answer's wrong.
You said I pulled it all the way out.
I thought you did. I've never done it, but you can see that these are supposed to be double stacked. And they just ripped off.
Sorry.
Damn, Owen. It's not your fault.
Can we
So
arm wrestle?
after reviewing the footage,
You're a fraud! Oh no! You're a fraud!
Owen, I'm sorry, I do have to remove this. I will say it was not Owen's fault. It was a manufacturing issue, clearly. So now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go change the numbers out there. When you're ready for me to check, you're just gonna raise your hand and I'm gonna come check. Okay? It's gonna be first come, first serve. All right. Is everyone ready for this little redo? Yeah. Survivors ready? Yeah. Go! Austin's back. Just counted one thing, but is plugging in his first number. Felipe's back. Also seems to have counted one thing and is plugging in his number. Rocket's back. Also counting again. Want me to check? Incorrect.
Definitely wrong. I'm ready.
Jackson's got it!
Let's go!
Austin got it too.
Yeah, I think Jackson's back first. Jackson, congratulations. You have won individual immunity. You cannot be voted out at tonight's tribal council.
I got that shit on.
Tough one.
2 seconds.
Split second.
I was a little bit uncertain, honestly. I think my cipher made a lot of noise when I opened it. Yeah, we'll see how this next one goes. Not as much discussion this time. We did our part, you know. We talked to Austin, we talked to Rocket. That's right, we haven't talked to Sean yet. He never approached us.
Yeah, we're at that awkward even number. It makes things a little uncomfortable. We have to be strategic about who we court to over to our side. The way that I've been seeing it, people have been coming to us, hints that we're in more of the position of power than other people are. We have to be diligent about courting, whether it be Rocket, Sean, or Austin. I think I like Rocket. I think he brings some of that good scheming to that. Like he has a good scheming head on his neck, you know, on his shoulders. I mean, Austin came up and talked to us too, and I think he indicated that he's not above voting for Sean. I think it's probably a good opportunity to break up the Austin and Sean block.
I'm trying to, you know, talk a little bit, but not too much game. I'm just trying to stay friendly with people. Austin was a target last week, so I don't see any reason why they would shift their target. He's my boy, and I would love to stay in this game with him, but, you know, I gotta play this game for myself. So I've noticed that everyone who makes the big plays in this game, they're next on the chopping block. So, you know, I'm laying low, I'm chilling. We have one small plan that could potentially work. If we all vote for Felipe, me, Rocket, and Austin, we could force it to go to Rocks. Because the problem is if it's the three of them, it's gonna be really hard to beat them. So we might just have to take that chance. But I haven't won any of these individual challenges yet, so it's gonna be tough. So it's all gonna be all about timing. Hopefully if I stay this week, I'll be able to win the challenge, you know, at the right time, keep myself safe, and then we'll be good to go.
Feeling
Good. Feeling a little too good, you know? It's a little suspicious that I'm feeling so comfortable so late in the game. I think now might be the time for me to vote with Joff. If I don't, it's 3v3, goes to rocks. Now here's the thing. Taking risks like that, that's a high variance strategy. The kind of games where you want to play a high variance strategy is a game like Survivor, where there's only one winner. So taking a little bit of gamble, if it means my odds of being that number one go up, maybe that's the only thing I should be looking at right now. Do I like a 50% chance of knocking one of those 3 guys out? I just might like that. Now, maybe Kento gets back in the game, maybe Alex gets back in the game, and they're back to 3v3, sure. I wouldn't like that very much. But then again, maybe someone else comes back in the game, and all of a sudden it's 4v2. On the other hand, maybe now is the time to pick off Austin. That's what Joff are telling me they want to do. They're telling Austin they want to pick off Sean. They're going to tell Sean they want to pick off Austin. As far as I know, that's what they actually intend to do. The question for me now is, do I want to go to rocks, or do I want to lose an ally?
We'll see. We're kind of between 3 people. But we're kind of leaning towards one person. We were talking about Austin, but it's like every tribal council we say we're gonna go for Austin, and then we end up voting for someone else in the end. So who knows?
Wait, I have to leave.
Cheers, boys. It's been an honor.
I don't think you're gonna have a lot of questions for us.
Oh.
Why do you say
I
that?
think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, it's cut and dry.
It's pretty cut and dry what we're doing.
What are you guys doing then?
We're going to rocks.
We're down on hills.
You're going to rocks.
We're going to rocks.
Why is that?
Goddamn shame.
Let's cast our votes a formality, but we're pretty sure we're going to rocks.
Alright, I'm still gonna ask a couple questions.
Crazy stuff.
Sean,
Yes.
you very boldly come in here and say you're going to rocks. Can you elaborate for me what's happening?
Yeah, so basically, if they stay as a 3, I think no matter what, they're just gonna walk all over us. So at some point, we need to do rocks because it's 3v3. Somebody gets out next week. We have another 3v3. They could potentially swing that person that comes back in 4v2. Whoever of us is left in the game is gonna be picked off. So
Okay, so there's a clear split here. It's you 3 versus you 3.
yes.
Rocket, who does it feel like is running the game right now?
Well, okay, it felt like they were running the game for a while because they
They
had
as
such,
in-
these 3 over here, Joff, okay, give me a break. It seemed like they were running the game. They had a really tight thing going. The problem is they pushed it too far. They pushed us to the point where we had nothing left to lose. To the point where we'd rather take rocks over 2 of us staying in the game with them and then just getting walked all over.
And you
So-
say that because there's clearly not splitting the 3 of them.
That's right. So they left us with no resort. We can only say, and we say with total credibility, that we're gonna go to rocks. And there are 2 people on their side that could decide, look, we don't like those odds. We'd rather go from 1 and 5 to 0. And I'm looking at Owen, and I'm looking at Jackson. Either one of them can flip. It only takes 1. You stay in the game for sure.
Felipe, you don't think you could be a flip vote right here?
No, because we're voting for him.
Yeah,
Okay, so who are you guys voting for tonight?
Felipe.
You guys are voting for Felipe, and who are you guys voting for?
We're not telling you that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this side is very candid, this side
Well,
seems
we
like
kind of
they're
had
for-
to.
Alright, and so Jackson, how do you see the lay of the land? Do you see it as cut and dry as these 3 do?
I don't think anything is as cut and dry as they're making it out to be, but I think it's a good play right now as a scare tactic to get someone to try to flip.
Do you think it's all talk?
Yes. I mean, this is what people do when they see the river in poker. You show your hands.
That's a good analogy.
You show your cards and say, I have this, and you wait and see what people say.
Owen, if you 3 are as tight as it seems, do you have any concern going to the final 3 with Felipe and Jackson, knowing that they're strong competitors?
No.
Really? Would you say you're playing this game to win, or you're playing to get into top 3?
I mean, isn't
Isn't it a vote after that?
Yeah.
It's
So who
not
do you
up to
think?
us.
So you think? Well, it's up to you who goes to the final three. You guys got a lot of. All three of you have a lot of friends in this house, but you got a lot of people on the jury who maybe don't know you too well. You're gonna have more people on the jury who don't know you too well if things go your way. People will be voting based on the gameplay, I'm guessing. That's just a guess. Are you three not worried that an alliance this tight may make it difficult for one of you to come out on top? Or are you guys just happy to go to the final three together and you don't care who wins?
I mean, I don't know how we would play it any differently. I think it makes sense to do what we're doing.
I think fracturing our alliance only puts us in jeopardy. Like, as much as that might be a risk in the top three, the risk is greater where we would fracture ourselves.
Felipe has to say that.
And sure, that might be true, but...
Austin, has there been any talk of an idol?
No, actually, I don't think anyone here has it, to be honest with you.
Really? Sean, do you think anyone here has it?
I think somebody already found it.
What do you think one of the jury
I think one of the...
Oh, you think one of the jury members found it. And you guys know, after this get back challenge, the jury members will have no more use for such a thing, and they're welcome to give it to whoever they want. Is that affecting anyone's game? Are you guys butting elbows with the jury at all?
Not really, but love for the jury.
All right, Jackson, would you ever consider giving up that necklace to anybody tonight?
We've talked about that, but the thing is, you give it up publicly, right? And someone has to wear it. And so it's hard to give it up in a way such that you, as the person who just won the challenge, you give it up, they don't immediately switch their vote from Felipe to me.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Would you like to make one last plea to these three that maybe staying so tight might not be the best call for them?
I think they know it's not, and the question is just now or later, and I hope they're looking far enough down the road to know that now's probably the best time to do it.
Because this is 6 right here.
Yeah.
We're getting down to the wire here. There's 6 here, and one more person up there is going to get in, and they could mess it up any way possible. Sean, do you have anybody who you're hoping gets in from the jury?
I mean, yeah, obviously I have some friends up there, but I mean, doesn't everybody? So.
Do any of you guys have a pick for who you'd like to see back in this game?
Kento's been running the combine.
You're hoping to see Kento back in.
I don't know how I'm hoping, but I know he's gonna.
He deserves it.
He does deserve it.
That's a lot of pressure.
He deserves it.
I want to see my boy Kyle get back in.
I want
shafted him.
Kyle's also strong.
He wanted to get it. Yeah.
I think he could make it in.
All right, so apparently the vote's going to be cut and dry tonight, so let's just get straight to it.
Let's.
If you ain't first, you last.
It's a pretty crucial vote. I'm not turning on my dog though.
Austin, I trust you. Don't let me down, my boy. I trust you. I know he's got something cooking.
This is what it's all about right here. This is Survivor. Yeah. I know I said I was dying on that hill, but this person, I gotta do this for myself. I feel good about breaking the big 3 up, but I gotta save myself here.
If anyone has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Felipe.
Shocker.
Second vote, Rocket.
No surprise.
Third vote, Felipe. That's 2 votes Felipe, 1 vote Rocket. Fourth vote, Rocket. That's 2 votes Felipe, 2 votes Rocket. Fifth vote, Rocket. Sixth vote, and next person voted out of Survivor Vermont, Rocket. Wow. since the time is spoken, you have it.
We're feeling mellow.
I feel like I didn't yeah, I feel good, man.
Okay. All right. Here's the moment many of you have been waiting for, the Get Back Challenge.
As the game continued, everyone voted out was still working hard to earn fire tokens to give themselves an advantage in the Get Back Challenge. Fuck! Except maybe for Ryan.
I went as far as I could go.
That's the thing.
Let's go, boy. Come on.
At the same time, there's been a lot of talk around who people want to see get back in the game.
I think Kento wants it the most.
I mean, Kento's really been trying to get back in. I think Alex would be a good person to come back in.
Maybe Kyle. I think I can trust Kyle.
Absolutely want Tyler back in the game.
Let's see where everyone stands with their fire tokens. In last place, tied with 1 fire token each, is Nate and Rocket. In 6th place, with 2 fire tokens, is Ian.
Alex is by far the best person who's out. It's me and him. I've been saying this the whole time.
In 5th place, tied with 5 fire tokens each, is Drew and Tyler.
Before I got here, I chose to shave my legs in order to gain like half a nanosecond advantage while swimming because it could technically just shave off time.
In 3rd place, with 7 fire tokens, is Alex.
Alex might be losing it. Oh, and Alex drops it.
And in 1st place, tied with 11 fire tokens each, is Kento and Kyle.
I'm working with some tokens right now.
As a reminder, the winner of the Get Back Challenge will be back in the game and will have immunity at the next Tribal Council.
Challenge 11, the Get Back Challenge. This challenge will consist of 8 people and is divided into 3 parts. For part 1 of this challenge, each player must balance an egg on the end of a spoon while walking around a series of cones. After the series of cones, they must duck under a rope while still holding the egg and not dropping it. Step 2 involves grabbing their puzzle pieces and running back with them, still going through the obstacles, but they no longer have to balance the egg. They will repeat this 3 times until they are able to get all their puzzle pieces over to their side. Once each player has gotten all their puzzle pieces, they can begin on the puzzle. The first player to complete this puzzle will win a spot back into the game and will have immunity at the next Tribal Council. This puzzle will be a Tower of Hanoi puzzle. It works like this. All players start with stacking all the pieces from largest to smallest on the light green square. Once all the tiles are stacked, they must systematically move them until the entire pyramid is brought over to a different square. They can only move tiles one at a time, and there are a couple rules associated with it. First, they cannot stack a larger square on top of a smaller square. Second, they may not move more than 1 square at one time. The more fire tokens a player has, the fewer pieces they will have to use in this challenge.
Nate and Rocket, with the fewest fire tokens, will be using all 9 pieces. Ian will be playing with 8 pieces. Drew and Tyler will be playing with 7 pieces. Alex will be playing with 6, and Kento and Kyle will be playing with 5. Survivor's ready. Go! Around the cones, Rocket.
I know, I was doing it all wrong. I don't know. It's so slippery.
All right, we got a lot of people back with their first pair of puzzle pieces.
This rope is fucking me up.
That's the point. It's a challenge.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa! All right, people are heading back out for their last puzzle piece.
Nate got sent back.
Ian and Rocket are back for their last puzzle pieces. Oh! All right, Alex is back, Kyle's back, Kento's back, Drew's back. Nate, go back around those shits. All right, we're
bottom. And then you gotta move them one at a time.
Oh, they're sticking to the boards, man. All right, now I get to move.
Quick initial work.
Oh shit.
Alex just finished stacking. Everybody's stacking now.
It's wet as hell, man.
This is my table. You guys share a table. You guys share a table. I'm at the other table. You're right. Sorry.
I'll go.
Hey. Come on, let's get that big old notation.
Fewer pieces definitely help, but not if you don't know how to do the puzzle.
I see why this is fewer pieces helps. I dropped a piece.
There you go.
And all these things are the same.
Rocket's kind of killed me.
Is that lightning?
It looked like it. Or it was a flash. I think it might have been a flash.
Okay. Let's start.
Everyone's making progress at different rates.
So that goes there, that goes there. Thank you, man. Fuck that one up.
Thanks, Kento.
Yep.
Alright.
Kyle's finished the puzzle.
God damn it.
Kyle is back in the game. Now we're gonna have to
Choked it.
Good shit, what?
Kento was nowhere close.
Flip the table. Flip the table.
Whoa. Alright, here we are. Pretty bummed out, pretty sad. I had all these tokens that I won in all the individual challenges while we were out. And yeah, it didn't pay off. Kyle got the best of me, kudos to him. I had a lot of supporters on the outside. I let them all down. I'm sorry to you all. I'm sorry to all the supporters that were gunning for me before the games even started. I know I was number one in y'all's hearts, but it didn't work out. Just very upset, but it is what it is.
We got the celebratory Pinot Grigio, courtesy of Sean. That was dope. We locked in. The advantage was huge. It really was for the tokens, but it's kind of deserved. Like, if you win and you get a lot of tokens, you get a huge advantage. I mean, whatever. That aside, but I'm very fucking happy. That's awesome. So now I'm in an interesting position. I mean, me, Sean, and Austin are gonna be locked. Like I said, we're not gonna replay last time, so I think there's a lot to think about. I didn't know if I'd get here, and then I did, and so now I got a theory craft a little, you could say. So, but there's an answer. Gotta figure out what it is though.
Next time on Survivor Vermont. With Kyle back in the game, a major shakeup may be on the way. The Joff Alliance fights to keep control of their numbers.
If the four of us were to take it to the final four, that's...
So what's going to actually happen is Kyle will explain. He brained it.
And the game is flipped on its head during an unbelievable tribal council.
Sixth vote, and next person voted out of Survivor Vermont.
That's